Welcome to Comics Throne, where we share the amazing stories of your favorite superheroes. Today, we're delving into the universes of DC's Supergirl and Marvel's Captain Marvel, which might seem to have too much in common, including their surname. Still, Kara and Carol are very different. Comic fans love to compare Supergirl and Captain Marvel. They're both blonde, super powerful cat lovers who share the Danvers surname. However, this is pretty much the extent of the likeness between Kara and Carol Danvers. In reality, these two mighty heroines are quite different. From their power sets to their personalities, Supergirl and Captain Marvel aren't as similar as fans would think. Supergirl is generally sweeter and more compassionate towards others, while Captain Marvel will sometimes go the extra mile to deliver justice. Besides, the Maiden of Might's power set includes diverse abilities, while Carol's energy-based powers don't give her as many skills as Supergirl's Kryptonian physiognomy. Regardless, they're both powerhouses of their respective universes. 10. Supergirl has a wider power set. One of the biggest differences between Supergirl and Captain Marvel is the extent of their abilities. They both possess an enhanced physiology with super strength, stamina, and reflexes, but their actual superpowers are different. Captain Marvel has an energy-based power set. She can absorb and manipulate energy, transforming it into photon blasts that she fires through her fists or eyes. Supergirl absorbs solar energy, which grants her a vast array of super skills, such as heat vision, super senses, and freeze breath. Both skill sets make Supergirl and Captain Marvel incredibly powerful, but in different ways. Kara's abilities are more concrete and useful in specific circumstances. She can hear trouble miles away and melt steel with her eyes. However, Carol Danvers' energy blasts pack a punch, and the fact that she can absorb incoming energy attacks is an important defensive ability. 9. Captain Marvel is half human, half Kree. Carol and Kara have very different origins. Supergirl is an alien from Krypton. She was sent to Earth following Krypton's destruction, and this planet's yellow sun granted her abilities beyond compare. Captain Marvel was born human, but she was imbued with power after the Psyche Magnetron machine imprinted her with energy from the Kree Niga bands, modifying her DNA. Even though one is an alien and the other is human, they are linked to important alien species from their respective universes. Both Kree and Kryptonian are among the most powerful races in DC and Marvel, so it makes sense that Supergirl and Captain Marvel are as powerful as they come. 8. Supergirls based on Earth. Both Kara Danvers and Carol Danvers know how to commit themselves to crucial battles. However, even though Supergirl is an alien and Captain Marvel is more or less human, the former tends to spend more time on Earth, while the latter travels through space constantly, especially when she's working with Alpha Flight. Like most of the Justice League, Kara mainly defends Earth. She's been based in National City since the city made the jump from the CW. However, Captain Marvel is an intergalactic defender who often takes long trips to defend other worlds. 7. Captain Marvel had previous monikers. Since she first debuted in 1959, Kara Zor-El has consistently been called Supergirl, even if her civilian name has changed plenty. Carol Danvers' story is very different. She has always been Carol, but her superhero identity has fluctuated. First debuting in 1976 as Ms. Marvel, 10 years later, she became binary, then she was Warbird, and finally, she readopted Ms. Marvel. It wasn't until 2012, during Avenging Spider-Man #9, that Carol Danvers first appeared as Captain Marvel. Since then, she has been one of the steadiest forces in the Marvel Universe. 6. Supergirl doesn't have military training. One of the most important things about Captain Marvel is her military background. Since she was Ms. Marvel, Carol has brought her army expertise into the battlefield, but now comics actually take advantage of it by having her work closely with the U.S. Air Force, SHIELD, and even NASA. Supergirl works with military institutions as much as any other hero, but that's pretty much it. Kara has no military training whatsoever. Her Kryptonian physiology and years of experience as a superhero make her one of DC's most potent superheroes, but she doesn't have the tactical expertise and combat training that come with military experience in the field. 5. Captain Marvel isn't part of a super family. As one of the first Kryptonians who arrived on Earth, Kara spent some time dealing with her loneliness. However, now things are very different. Together with Kal-El, Power Girl, John, Lois, Superboy, and Krypto the Super Dog, She's a prominent member of the Superman family and has a true support network. In comparison, Carol Danvers has a meager family life. Captain Marvel is good friends with many of her fellow Avengers and has been a part of many super teams, including A-Force, the Starjammers, and Alpha Flight. However, if she wanted to have an actual Marvel family, she would be the one to start it. 4. Supergirl uses a secret identity. Secret identities are central to most superheroes, but they're more common in some situations. Supergirl and Captain Marvel have a very different approach to this problem. Kara Zor-El hides her identity as Supergirl while Carol Danvers is publicly tied to Captain Marvel, and even has fans who know her identity, like Kamala Khan. This difference affects their daily lives. Like Superman, Kara has to balance her superpowered life with her domestic life. Whether she's a reporter, a high schooler, or a barista, keeping her secret is always important. Captain Marvel doesn't deal with this problem, however, she doesn't have a regular life either. She's a 24/7 superhero. 3. Captain Marvel has a tougher personality. One of the main differences between Carol Danvers and Kara Zor-El is their personality. Kara is usually the younger hero, which often makes her softer than Carol. Besides, she comes from a long line of compassionate superheroes who believe in second chances. Her motto is hope, help, and compassion for all. Captain Marvel has the best of intentions, but she's often too brash and has ended up acting like a villain in the past. She's a great hero, but she's not as compassionate as her counterpart. During Civil War II, when Captain Marvel attempted to turn preemptive justice into the norm for the superhero community, her inability to relate to ordinary people and even superheroes made her lose her way. 2. Supergirl is weak to kryptonite, magic, and red suns. Kryptonians are bulletproof, but they aren't completely unstoppable. 3 different threats are deadly to Supergirl. Magic affects her as if she were a regular human. Red suns turn her into a non-powered Kryptonian, and kryptonite, an element from her home planet, weakens and sickens her. Captain Marvel has plenty of weaknesses, but none of them are as iconic as Supergirl's. She's as vulnerable to magic and mind control as any hero, but still stands up to death rays and cosmic cannons as well as anyone. While this means Captain Marvel is more vulnerable than Supergirl, it also means villains have a harder time figuring out the best method of fighting her. 1. Captain Marvel is uniquely powerful. Both Captain Marvel and Supergirl are among the most powerful superheroes ever. But Supergirl is on the same level as many DC heroes and races. For instance, she shares her power set with Kal-El and any other member of the Super family with Kryptonian DNA, or even Daxamites. However, Captain Marvel is at a power level that very few non-cosmic characters in Marvel can attain, and it sets her apart from humanity. This doesn't mean Carol is stronger than Supergirl, but inside her universe, she's more unique than the Maiden of Might, who shares DNA with around half a dozen superheroes and a slew of villains as well. Thank you for joining us at Comics Throne. We hope you've enjoyed this exploration of these iconic characters. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all things comic books. Until next time, embrace the magic of the comic book world.